Good morning, gang. Welcome back. Today, you guys are going to watch me use this new pour rubber silicone that I got from Amazon. It's new to me because I normally use the dish soap and water method with the silicone, and I'm using it just to see if it comes out more detailed, if it's easier, and if it's worth the price. So right now, you guys are just seeing me use my glue gun and some Cocoa Puffs. I'm just putting it in a pan that I got from the Dollar Tree. And I bought that Pyrex glass from measuring cup from Walmart, and it was $5. I want to say $5.75. And then this is the mold kit. There's an A and then there's a B. A is translucent, B is the blue. And it's a 1-to-1 pour. You just pour it in there and you mix. So that's why I got the measuring cup, because I wanted to see precisely how much I was pouring so it was evenly. I didn't want to waste any product. I don't know if you guys know, but I am cheap. That was $36 for that bottle, and it's 16 ounces separately, so a total of 32 ounces. And this is a sped up version, so I am actually mixing it rather slowly. I just sped it up for the sake of time here. So you want to mix it slowly, and you actually only want to stir in one direction, but I was stirring in multiple directions. I think it's to keep the bubbles low, but apparently after I was reading the reviews, this is a degassing, like it takes the bubbles out all by itself. So, and I noticed that I didn't have any bubbles in my finished product. Also comes with those popsicle sticks for stirring. And then I'm just going to pour it over. And I started with 4 ounces each. So it's a total of 8 ounces in there. And then I'm going to add more. Now, the biggest thing that I would tell you to do is make sure that you secure your embeds in whatever you're going to pour, and make sure that there are no leaks in it. Now, the problem that I did have when I tried to do my chicken wings would not stick to the bottom of that pan. And I didn't use my cooked chicken wings. I was using the embeds that I had already made previously, and I was trying to stick, and it just would not work. So I need to find a different way of trying to stick them down, because I really do want to make a big embed of my chicken wings, because I'm tired of doing them individually. But I do not want to waste any more silicone, because this stuff is expensive. Like I said, this was $36 a bottle. Honestly, I could say that it is worth it for me. It was a really nice, easy way to unmold, but we'll see that in just a minute. I'm just doing my second layer, which was another 4 ounces. So I used a total of 8 ounces for this. Excuse me, for both bottles, it would be a total of 16 ounces for this look. And that would be what, $16? No, I said it was $36, so $18 to create this. I don't count the Cocoa Puffs, because the amount of Cocoa Puffs I use doesn't matter. My kids are going to devour it. I want to say the box of Cocoa Puffs was $4. So I like to use total, but because my kids are going to eat those Cocoa Puffs, I'll just call that a wash. So $18 for this off of Amazon. Now you're supposed to let it sit for 6 hours. I was looking at the reviews. I only let mine sit for 4 hours. Some people, I think after like 3 hours, they said that theirs was done. Did have a little hard time getting it out, but I took one of the skewers. You can't see what I'm using. First, I was going to try the soap cutter, but I took a skewer and just got the edge, and then I was able to pull it out. And when I say it was so easy to take that off, like normally I'm scraping stuff off the side when I use the silicone and dish soap method. I think just because it's wet, and then it causes those pieces to get like boggy and stuff. I didn't have that problem with this. And then this is a stiff mold. So I feel like I am going to be using this mold for years to come. I'm not actually making cereal out of this, even though it's nice to know I am probably going to make a cereal bowl because it's Cocoa Puffs and I can make some Cocoa Puff cereal bowls. But I actually use this for my little tapioca balls. I was going to use like lemon heads, but I went to 2 stores and they didn't have lemon heads. So I was like, whatever. So we ended up using this for my tapioca balls because I am making a matcha tea for my son. I'll show you at the end what the matcha tea turns out like, but I'll be doing a whole separate video on how to make the matcha tea. So, boba tea rather. And so that's the end product. It looks so good. And then I just used the method that I see a lot of people using, where they use a little glass dropper. And I had my Presto pot turned on, and I just had it on warm, a little higher than warm, just so that because I'm using 650 here, Pro Blend 650, and you know that can get hard and it cools very, very quickly. So I didn't want to have any problems with it getting stuck in the dropper. So just went ahead and left it in my Presto pot, and I'm just putting it in there now. Y'all, I don't know if I'll ever turn back now because this method was so easy to do, and I'm very excited about it. It's just expensive. I don't like this mold would probably cost me $5 to make as opposed to $18. But again, it wouldn't have been maybe as durable. This mold is pretty, it's shiny. If you watch the end results, you'll see that it still has the same amount of detail, if not more. So I'm pretty sold on these molds, guys. I don't know if I can get it cheaper as I buy a bigger amount, but I can tend to get wasteful too and rush things, especially when I'm making videos. And so I don't want to waste any of this product. I'll have to be very, very careful with that. Like I can experiment around with a $5 silicone, but this stuff is not really for experimentation. I don't even know if that's a word. Anyways, I don't know that I'll show you the full detail of this, but it captures every little single piece of that tapioca or the Cocoa Puffs. And then I felt like I put a little bit too much wax in it. As you can see, like the little top pieces or the bottom pieces are kind of elevated there. The next pour I don't do as much, but I don't show the next pour. I just put a little less wax in it, and it turns out exactly how I wanted it to. But taking it out was so easy. They're not stuck in there. I don't have to use a skewer. All right, guys, I give this method a 10 out of 10. Hope you guys like this video. This is the actual candle that I end up making out of this. I will be doing a tutorial later on in the week for this. Anyways, I hope you guys like. Please comment, like, and subscribe.